Hi friends, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to do this beautiful summer top that is pineapple meets the granny. Okay, so we are going to start with the pineapples here, and then we are going to introduce granny stitch to the pineapple, and they are going to meet and create this beautiful top for us. Okay, so I will teach you each and every step how to get this beauty for yourself or for any size you want. Okay, you can make for your friends if you have just few measurements with you, and you can totally rock with it. So let's see what we are going to need. Okay, so for making the top, I use this yarn. It comes in hank. Okay, it is Gulera softy 3-ply yarn. It's a cotton thread. Okay, it's a thin cotton thread, so it's very thin, 3-ply. Okay, that's what is on the website. You'll find it. So you can use any lightweight yarn. Okay, cotton yarn that is very light and very okay for the project. And the hook we are going to use is 3 mm. So according to your yarn weight, you're going to choose your hook. If more thinner yarn, you're going to go more down the size. Okay, you'll need measuring tape for the measurements, and these are the measurements you will need for your top if you're doing for your size. Okay, so this is my measurements. This is for my size. Okay, bust circumference of the bust is 46. Then you're going to divide it by 4. You'll get 11.5. If it is yours, you're going to put your numbers over here, and then the number here of the circumference and the circumference of the arm. This you're going to add and get a number. That's the number we want when we are measuring our work. So when we are going to do from top to down, we need this measurements and height of the top, what you're going to do. Okay, so with this measurements, now you can just fill in your numbers, divide them by 4, and arm divide by 2, get the numbers, add them, and this is the number. Very important, you are going to need that. Okay, so now with this, I'm going to take a very fitting size top for me. So this is the top I'm going to take for measuring the neck. Okay, for me to get a good measurement for the neck. Okay, so you can take any top which fits you nicely and you like the fitting of the neck. So this is for the neck part I'm taking, and rest measurements I will work according to this. Okay, so now let's get started. Okay, now this top, the front up part will be the pineapple. So for that pattern, it calls for multiple of 15. Okay, so the 15 is one section of the pineapple. So now what we are going to do, we are going to take a yarn, make a slip knot, keep it on the hook. Okay, now we are going to chain 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, hold the loop like this. Okay, remove the hook, go into the first chain. Okay, and then insert the hook there like this. Okay, now come back and go into the loop which you left first. So this is how we are going to we will be able to join our circle very nicely without a twist. Okay, so now I have 7, then 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 and 15. So this will be for one section. So this is a multiple. So this is 1. So now you're going to just do put 15, 15, 15 till you get the measurement for your neck. So I will show you how you're going to do. So let me put my measurement and I will come back and I'll show you how you have to measure. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Then you're going to start again. 1, 2, 3. So here I have chained 150 for my top. Okay, so I'm going to get 10 sets of pineapple. So you can decide now how many you need, but make sure you get an even number, because that's how we are going to divide them into 4 equal parts. So 1 for maybe 2 for sleeves both the side, 2 in front and 2 back. So in that way. Okay, so I have got my measure, I've got my chain, then I'm going to put it like this. So I need 4 parts of the chain and then measure for the neck. Okay, so this is how my neck will be. Okay, so this is how you're going to find out whether it is okay for your neckline or you need more smaller. Okay, if you are going for more smaller, you will need to put maybe 8 pineapple set. Then you're going to multiply 15 by 8 times, and then you'll get number of chain, and then you can chain and then check your neckline whether you have it and you're okay with that. Okay, now for the smaller children, you're going to do the same. For smaller size like small, medium and large, or even XL, 6 pineapple are perfectly fine. The more larger you go, the more pineapple you will need. Okay, so for this you will need to do little measurement and find out. So once you have the chain, you can measure for the neckline whether it is okay for you or not. And if you want to decrease, you're going to decrease by 15. You're going to remove 15, 15, so that, and make sure they're even. So you're going to remove 30 for each time, because we need to remove even set and we need to keep even set. So when you're removing also, you will have even sets removed, that is 2, and when you're adding, you're going to add 2. Okay, so that's how you are going to find out your neckline. And once you're happy with that, we are going to just put the loop on this hook and pass it through the loop on this side. Just pass through it like this, then chain 1. Let me keep this aside. Okay, now once you have done chain 1, you're going to single crochet in the first single crochet here. Just single crochet. I'm just grabbing 1 loop of the chain. Okay, I'm not working in the back hump. If you like, you can work in the back hump, but it's okay for me. I can work here in 1 loop of the chain and just put single crochet all the way around till you reach here. Okay, then meet me back here and we'll do the next part. So once you finish this round, I want you to go and count all the stitches so that you have the number which you need, because this is the time you're not very far in the design, so you can easily go back and add the numbers you need to add. Okay, add the stitches you need for getting the number. Okay, so once you finish, make sure before you slip stitch your circle is not twisted anyway. It is nice and um, it's nice and even. Okay, and then you're going to hold to that and slip stitch in the first single crochet to join. Okay, so now we have our neck opening ready, and now we are going to work in the design. Okay, so first we are going to chain 3 and put a double crochet in the same place where you chain 3, that is 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet in the same place. So this is the one shell. Okay, this is how we are going to start every round. Okay, with a shell. Now we are going to chain 4, 1 2 3 4, then skip 4, 1 2 3 4, and in the fifth stitch you are going to single crochet. Okay, we did a shell, chain 4, skip 4, single crochet in the fifth one, then chain 5, 1 2 3 4 5, skip 4, 1 2 3 4, and single crochet into the fifth one. Okay, now chain 4, 1 2 3 4, skip 4, 1 2 3 4, and into the fifth one we are going to put the shell, so it will be 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet. So that's the first set. So we are going to continue putting these sets all over the round. So how you're going to do is we are going to start the same way, chain 4, 1 2 3 4, skip 4, 1 2 3 4, and single crochet in the fifth one, then chain 5, 1 2 3 4 5, skip 4, 1 2 3 4, single crochet in the fifth one, then chain 4, 1 2 3 4, skip 4, 1 2 3 4, and a shell in the fifth one. 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet. So now we have got 2 set. So you are going to continue putting this set. Okay, and make sure you have an even number of set. So I have 1 and 2 set, and I need to put my 8 more. So I will continue and I will be back here once I have finished mine. Okay, 3 4. Okay, I have finished this round. So this shell is common for 2 sets. So every shell is common for 2 sets. So at last you will have chain 4, skip 4, and then you're going to slip stitch on top of this double crochet, the second double crochet on top of that, not the chain 3. Okay, just ignore the chain 3 and you're going to slip stitch on top of the second double crochet. Okay, now next you're going to slip stitch in the middle of the chain 2 space, okay, to start the new round, new shell. So you're going to put a shell into a shell, that is chain 3, double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet, all in the same place. Okay, so a shell into a shell. So every time we are going to start with a shell. Okay, after this we are going to chain 3. 1 2 3. From now onwards it will be chain 3 each and every time. Okay, after the shell, chain 3, and in this space, chain 5 space, we are going to put 9 double crochet. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 and 9. Okay, so after the 9 double crochet, chain 3. Now we go to the next shell and we put a shell into shell. So 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet. Okay, so we have finished the first section. Now we are going to go for the next, and all the rest is chain 3, 9 double crochet, chain 3, shell. Okay, so that will be the repeat for all the other sections, and you'll meet me at the end. Okay, and we'll go for the next round. So when you finish this last set of 9 double crochet, you're going to chain 3, and then we are at the end here. So we are going to go and slip stitch on top of the double crochet, not in chain 3 which we have at the start, but on top of the double crochet, then slip stitch in the middle. Okay, then chain 3, double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet. So always start with the shell. Okay, our first shell, then we are going to chain 3. Now we have this double crochet. Now we are going to work in the double crochet. So we are going to put double crochet, chain 1, double crochet in all the 9 double crochet. So first, after the chain 3, we are going to go in this first double crochet here. On top of it, just put a double crochet. Okay, that's the first double crochet. Then chain 1, go into the next double crochet, chain 1, double crochet in the next, and so on. Chain 1, double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, chain 1, and chain 1 and double crochet in the last. So we have 9 double crochet with 8 chain 1 spaces. Okay, then we are going to chain 3. There is always chain 3 at the start, chain 3 at the end, and then the shell. 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet. That's the shell. Okay, now we are going to start the next section. So we start with chain 3, double crochet, chain 1 in all the other 9 stitches, chain 3, and finish it off with a shell. Okay, so continue doing this till the end, and I will see you at the end of this round for the next one. Okay, so I finished this round here. Okay, I did my last chain 3, then joined in the top of double crochet, slip stitch in the middle, and now we start with the shell. Chain 3, double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet. Okay, now for this round, chain 3, then now you see this chain 1 spaces we have. In the first chain 1 space, we are going to go and single crochet like this. Okay, now chain 3 and single crochet in the next chain 1 space, chain 3, single crochet in the next chain 1 space. So we are going to do this all the way up till here. Okay, in the last chain 1 space. So chain 3, single crochet in the next, chain 3, single crochet in next, chain 3, single crochet, chain 3, single crochet here, chain 3, and single crochet in the last space here. So we have this 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 chain 3 loops. Okay, now chain 3 and put a shell into a shell. So this is how it will be always for this round. Okay, so this is the repeat. You're going to continue all the way around. So after the shell, after this shell is finished here, you're going to put chain 3, then single crochet in the first chain 1 space you get. Okay, then chain 3, single crochet in the next till, and continue this loop 1, chain 3 loop, and you're going to stop it in the last chain 1 space, then chain 3 and the shell. Okay, so we are going to continue with chain 3, single crochet in the first space, chain 3, single crochet in the next, and all the other chain 1 spaces. We are going to continue this, then chain 3 and put a shell into a shell, and you can continue this pattern all the way around. Okay, and I'll see you at the end. So here I have finished this round, and I have slip stitch in the middle to start the new round. Okay, now I'm going to chain 3, 1 2 3, 1 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet. So that's a shell for us, but here's something different we are going to do only for this round. Okay, this pattern will be for this round. Okay, then we are going to chain 2 and put 2 double crochet in that, 1 and 2. So we have here 2 shell, 1 and 2 shell, and they share this 2 double crochet. Okay, So we have one shell and two shell. Okay, so a shell. Now from onward for this whole round it will be like this. Okay, 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet, then chain 3, 1 2 3. Then we go in this first space here, chain 3 space, put a single crochet. Okay, then chain 3, single crochet in the next space, and so on. 1 2 3, single crochet in the next, 1 2 3, single crochet in the next, 3, okay. So here I have finished all the spaces. So now first we had 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 spaces. Previous round we had 7 spaces, and now for this round 1 2 3 4 5 6, we have 6 spaces. So we are decreasing here and we are increasing the shell. Okay, so this is how we are going to do. We are going to increase the shell and we are going to decrease the chain 3 spaces. Okay, now we are going to chain 3, 1 2 3, and we are going to do same thing what we did here in this shell. That is 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet. Okay, then chain 3, single crochet in the first space, and so on. And then we are going to repeat what we did here for the pineapple. Okay, then comes the shell here. We are going to do same for each and every shell, and pineapple same what we did here. Okay, so carry on for this round and I'll see you at the end. Okay, when you reach at the end, don't forget to do the last chain 3 before you slip stitch to join. Okay, we always join on the double crochet on top of the second double crochet. Okay, always remember. Then slip stitch back again in the middle, chain 2 space, chain 3. So now we are going to start the next round. Now this is a shell. Just hide this next part of the shell and just focus on this one here, and we are going to put a shell in that. So we have done chain 3, so 1 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet in that. So we have got a shell in that. Okay, then chain 1, and we are going to go in this next part. Now we are going to hide this part and take this as a shell and put a shell in that. So a shell in that, that is 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet. So now for this round we have 2 shell and divided by chain 1. Okay, so this is what you're going to do for each shell pattern you get. Where you have 2 sections, you will put 2 shell and chain 1 in between. Okay, then chain 3, single crochet in the first chain 3 space you get, chain 3, single crochet in the next, chain 3, single crochet in the next, chain 3, single crochet, chain 3, single crochet, 3 and single crochet. Okay, so now we have 1 2 3 4 5 spaces. Okay, so we had 7 6, now 5. Okay, you'll have 5 spaces for the pineapple and 2 shell divided by chain 1 for all the shell. So here we have reached to the next shell, chain 3, a shell into the first chain 2 space, 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet, chain 1, then go to the next chain 2 space and put the next shell. Okay, so this is what you're going to repeat now for the whole round. Okay, so carry on and I will see you at the end. So when you finish, slip stitch to join, slip stitch one more time to reach in the middle, chain 3, double crochet, chain 2, and that's our first shell, 2 double crochet, and we have completed our first shell here. Now we are going to chain 1, and in this chain 1 space I'm going to put a V stitch, double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. That will be the V stitch in between the chain 1 space for this round. Okay, we'll have a shell, chain 1, a V stitch, that is double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, no chain 2. Okay, in the V stitch, then chain 1, and then we are going to put a shell into a shell. Okay, so here's what we are going to do. Every time we reach near the shell part, a shell, chain 1 space, a V stitch, a V stitches, double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. Okay, a V stitch, then chain 1 and then shell. Okay, now chain 3, then we go to the pineapple. Now for the previous round we had 5 spaces. Now we'll get 4. 1 2 3, chain 3, single crochet in the next, chain 3, single crochet in next, 3 and 4. So here's our 4. 1 2 3 4 spaces, and then we do this part for the shell part here. So chain 3, we go here, put a shell into a shell, chain 1, a V stitch in the chain 1 space, double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. Okay, then chain 1 and a shell into a shell, and then we continue the rest, okay, for the whole round, and I will see you at the end for the next round. Okay, so go ahead, continue, and I'll see you soon. Okay, so here I finished this round. Okay, and I slip stitch, and then I slip stitch in the middle, of the shell. Now let's start the next round. Chain 3, double crochet in that, chain 2, 2 double crochet. A shell always gets a shell. Okay, now we'll chain 2, 1, 2. So after the chain 2, we put a shell, 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet. Okay, then chain 2 and a shell into a shell. So now we have 3 different shells. Now for this round we have 3 different shells separated with chain 2 in between. Okay, and then chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and let's go to the pineapple. So for previous round we had 4 spaces. For this round we'll have 3. Single crochet in the first space, chain 3, single crochet in the next, chain 3, single crochet in the next, chain 3 and single crochet in the next. Okay, then chain 3. Now we have reached this part over here, so we'll have 3 shell, one here, one in the V stitch and one at the last. Okay, and in between it will be chain 2. Okay, 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet, chain 2, a shell into the V stitch. Okay, and chain 2 and a shell into the V stitch. Okay, so this is the part you're going to repeat all the way till the end. Okay, so continue and I'll see you at the end. Okay, after you finish this row you're going to slip stitch in the middle as usual. Okay, chain 3, double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet. So we are putting our first shell same way. Okay, so now what we are going to do, we are going to chain 1 and we are going to put a V stitch in this space here. So how we are going to do, we are going to put double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. That's the V we are putting. Okay, then chain 1, a shell into a shell. That is 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet. Then we are going to do the same what we did here. That is chain 1, V stitch in the space like this, double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, then chain 1 and a shell into a shell. So now this part we are going to do for each and every part over here. Wherever the shells are there, we are going to do this. Shell into a shell, V stitch, shell, V stitch, a shell. Okay, this is what it is going to be. Then chain 3, 1, 2, 3, single crochet in this one, chain 3, single crochet in the next, chain 3, single crochet in next. So now we have 2 spaces, 1 and 2, and then chain 3, and then shell into a shell, chain 1, V-stitch, chain 1, shell into a shell, chain 1, V-stitch, chain 1, shell into a shell. So this is how you're going to continue till the end of the row. Okay, and then we'll do the next row. I mean to say next round. We are working in next round. Okay, so this is how you're going to do. Okay, this will be how you will continue. Okay, so go ahead, carry on, and I will see you at the end. So here I finish my round. Don't forget to chain 3, okay, and then slip stitch on top of the double crochet, second double crochet, then slip stitch in middle to start our round. We always put a shell into a shell. Okay, now here's what we are going to do for the V-stitch. Chain 1, and in the V-stitch we are going to put a shell. That is 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet. Okay, then chain 1, a shell into a shell. No changes over there, only changes in the V-stitch from the previous round. We are going to put shell for this round, and chain 1, and going to the V-stitch, put the shell. Okay, 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet, then chain 1 and a shell into a shell. That's it. Okay, that is for this part. Okay, you're going to do for each and every time where you get this part, you're going to put a shell in each of the shell of the previous round and into the V-stitch of the previous round. So we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shell. Okay, altogether 5 shell, and there is chain 1 in between. Okay, now next, going forward, let us chain 3. Now we have 2 spaces here, so single crochet in 1, chain 3, single crochet in the next. So now for this round we'll have just 1 space in this pineapple stitch, then chain 3, and we continue putting shell into each shell and the V-stitch also with the chain 1 spacing between all. Okay, so continue your way for this round, and I will see you at the end, and then we'll do the next round. Okay, so here I finished this round. I slip stitch, joined, and I'm at the middle to start the next round. Okay, we start with chain 3 and double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet, that is the shell. Okay, now chain 1, and in this space here we are going to put our first granny stitch. Okay, so this will be a shell, and now a granny stitch, that is 3 double crochet, 1 2 and 3. Okay, then chain 1, and we will put a granny stitch in this next shell. Okay, 1 2 and 3. Then chain 1, granny stitch in the next space, chain 1 in the next, chain 1 in the next space here. So we are putting granny stitch in the shell and in the chain 1 space from the previous round. Okay, and only the starting and the ending will be a shell. Chain 1 here, my last space, so last granny stitch, chain 1, and here goes the shell at last, so it will be a shell. Okay, so this is very important. You have to remember that at the first and at the last will be a shell. Okay, and in middle will have the granny stitch, that is 3 double crochet, and chain 1 space in between each. Okay, now for the pineapple we have just one space, so we are going to chain 3, single crochet in this, then chain 3 and go to the shell here and put our shell. Okay, now we are going to repeat the granny stitch here, chain 1, and we are going to put granny stitch in each of the chain spaces and each of the shell, and we will not put a granny stitch in this last shell. Okay, so let us put okay, so here it is, and now we are going to do the same how we did here, chain 3, single crochet on top of this chain 3 space, chain 3, and then repeat. Okay, so continue the pattern till the end, and I will see you at the end. Okay, okay, so here I finished this round. I'm going to start my new round with a shell. Okay, as usual how we start, our first will be a shell. Okay, then chain 1, and in this chain 1 and all the chain 1 will put our granny stitch. Okay, so again for this round it will be first shell, last shell, and all the chain 1 spaces the granny stitch. Okay, and there will be a slight difference, I will show you. So here I have put shell in each of the chain 1 space. Okay, now I have here shell. Okay, and our pineapple stitch has no more chain 3, so it has ended. So I'll put a shell in this, chain 2 double crochet as normal. Okay, a shell, and then I will do chain 1 and go directly to the next shell here and put a shell in there. This is the only different thing. Okay, after you have done all your granny stitch, you will do a shell, chain 1, a shell, and the next. Okay, and then we are going to start the next part. That will be this part here. So this, the whole area will get a granny stitch separated by chain 1 space. Okay, and then when we reach at the shell area here, shell, chain 1, shell. Okay, so continue this pattern all the way around for this round, and I will see you for the next round. Okay, here I've reached at the end of this round. I will chain 1 after I finish the shell, and then slip stitch in the on the top of the double crochet. That's how we did it for everywhere. That's how we will do. Okay, now next, slip stitch in the middle in this way. Okay, now chain 3. Now from here onwards we are changing our shells into our granny stitch. Okay, so here's we are going to put 2 more double crochet in that. Okay, so this is our first granny stitch, chain 3 and 2 more double crochet, then chain 1 and granny stitch in each of the following. So when you reach at the shell here of the previous round, you're going to put a granny stitch, that is 3 double crochet. Okay, now we have this space. You're just going to ignore that space, chain 1. Okay, after you have finished all your granny shell, and go into the next shell over here and make your granny stitch. Okay, that is 3 double crochet. Okay, and this is how we are going to continue. Then chain 1 and we continue our granny stitch in all the other places, and whenever we reach at the shell, we just put a granny stitch, chain 1 and granny stitch in the next shell, and then we continue. Okay, so this is what you're going to do for the rest of the round. Just make granny stitch all over the chain 1 spaces and even the shell. Okay, only when you reach at the pineapple, the chain 1 space, we are just going to ignore them. Okay, so just keep in mind that point. Okay, and continue, and I will see you at the end. Okay, when you finish the round, okay, now you have this last space. Just chain one, ignore the space, and you're going to slip stitch in the third chain on the top, okay, to finish. Now this is what we are going to do for the rest of the top. We have introduced Granny has met the pineapple, and now it's all Granny. Okay, it's all the Granny stitch. So now we are going to slip stitch 3 times to reach at the center. Always after finishing the round, slip stitch 3 times. 1, 2, and 3, and then we reach at the center, that is chain 1 space to start the new row. Okay, and every new row starts from here, chain 3, 2 double crochet. That's a granny stitch. Okay, so each and every row will start with a granny stitch, chain 1 and granny stitch, and the next chain 1, and now from here it is all granny stitch for this round also. Now for how long we have to do, that's the question. So now this is the yoke. Okay, so we are going to fold and like this. Okay, so we have 4 parts of the top part of the top yoke. Okay, then we are going to take a measuring tape. We are going to measure and find out whether it is 19 inches. Okay, it's 18 for me. It's perfect because it will stretch slightly, and we will put some chains for the armhole also to get the 19 inches. Okay, so for this top there is some minus sign you have to do. Now if mine is 19, I need to get 18. Okay, if yours is any number, you just minus 1 inches or half an inch, and that's all. Okay, now the next measurement we have to do is how the height. Now till when we have to do for starting the armhole. So now for my armhole it is 8 inches, but minus 1 I need 7. So this is from the top till here. I'm not measuring near the pineapple stitch, I'm measuring near the granny stitch because that's getting the right amount of the height, and for me it is 5.5 inches, so I need to get nearly 7 inches. So I need to get up to 7 inches. So what we are going to do now, we are just going to put rounds of granny stitch, chain 1 granny stitch in each and every chain 1 space till we get 7 inches. Okay, no more increasing, just the granny stitch till we get 7 inches, and you're going to measure this part. Okay, not the pineapple stitch part. Okay, just this part you're going to measure, and once it is 7 inches, we'll be back here and we'll start doing the sleeves, and I'll show you how we are going to do and how you can adjust for your sleeves. Okay, so I'm going to continue my granny stitch till I get 7 inches, and then we'll start our sleeves. Okay, so go ahead and check your measurements. Minus 1 in the height and in the circumference too, because it's a lacy top, so we need to minus 1 to get a perfect fit. Okay, so continue, and I will see you once I have my 7 inches. So here I have finished my 7 inches. Here we measure from here and it's 7 inches. Okay, so I have got. So now let's see how we have to do for the sleeves. Okay, so here I have folded. This is the starting point. So I have taken just the opposite of it, okay, this part, and matched the pineapple according to that. So that I have kept as the center for knowing. Okay, that's the middle. So I have folded like this, and then I will fold my work another 2 times, how we always fold to come to know our measurement. Okay, make sure everything is matching, all the 4 pineapples here, see. Okay, make sure that. Okay, just poke your fingers and see. Okay, now what we are going to do is from here we are going to measure. I have already measured mine here. So what I did is I have measured from here my armhole measurement, sleeves measurement. So I have taken 7 inches for me. Whatever your sleeves, like, you will wrap around the circumference and the half of the circumference of the sleeves, that will be your opening here. Okay, for that. So I have taken, so you're going to measure it round. Okay, how it is from here, it goes round like this, not straight. Okay, just go round and then measure. So then once you have measured one side, you'll put a stitch marker, then you'll go the other side because all are matching. So you'll count that many squares, how many squares the other side had, and you're just going to mark it, or you can do is just measure it like this. Okay, and then place it. Make sure both the sides have equal amount of the squares spaces. Okay, the spaces, they should be equal amount. Okay, so after we have done that, let's go to the next part. Okay, so after we have marked our sleeves, we have our sleeves and we have the front, we have the middle opening. So now we are going to continue our rounds. Okay, putting the granny stitch till we reach to this stitch marker. Okay, here to this stitch marker. When you reach here, you meet me back here and I will show you how we are going to make our sleeves and go to the next panel. Okay, so we just continue our round as usual. Okay, putting granny stitch in each space. Okay, here I forgot to mention one thing. So I took this as a middle partition, okay, to know how to fold. But then I also made sure that I have 2 pineapples for the front and 2 for the sleeves, then this side 2 for the sleeves. Okay, so I have 4.5 for front side, 4.5 for other side. Okay, in this way. So make sure how many pineapple you have, so you'll have even numbers, so you distribute them evenly. Okay, and then you can move forward. So that's what I kept in mind, I forgot to mention. So okay, here I have reached here near the stitch marker. So I have stopped before the stitch marker. I didn't put my granny stitch in the stitch marker. Okay, so now here's what we are going to do. I'm going to chain one as normal we do for the design, and then turn my work, okay, the other side. And now I'm seeing the other side of the top. Okay, here's the stitch marker, so here's the next space. And this I'm going to put my next granny stitch. Okay, so we have skipped this part for the sleeves. Okay, so this is for the sleeves, and now we are going in round. So this is as we do for the other part, same. Okay, so when you going for the next round, and when you reach here, you're just going to put a granny stitch in the middle. Okay, how we do for the pattern. So chain one and do the granny stitch till the next stitch marker. Okay, and I'll see you there. So here I did just before the stitch marker, I put my last granny stitch, chain one, turn my work the other side, and I put my granny stitch in this space after the stitch marker. Okay, just like this, and then work my way till the end. Once you reach at the end, chain one, slip stitch in the third chain to join. Okay, and slip stitch 3 times, 1, 2 and 3 to reach at the center, chain 3 and 2 double crochet. That's the first granny stitch. And now we just continue working in round also. As I said here, you'll just put a granny stitch in all the spaces you have, and now it's just working in round and round till we get the height of our top. Okay, so now from here what you're going to do, now you're going to take the height of your top, like if it is 20. Okay, so you're going to aim for 20 or 27 for longer height. So you'll just minus the 7 from there, because this top part of the top measures 7 inches and the rest will be 20 inches. So you're just going to measure your work from here. After the sleeves opening we did, from here you'll keep your measuring tape from here. Okay, just like this from here, and just measure till you get 20 inches or whatever measurement you have. So it will be easy for you to measure and to get to the height of the top. Okay, so whatever measurement you are aiming, just minus 7 from there, and the rest number you're going to do from here onwards. From after the sleeves opening we did, from there you'll do the rest part. Just work and round granny stitch till you get to the measurement. Okay, so once you finish your measurement, we'll be back here and we'll do the sleeves. Okay, so just continue working in rounds till your measurement. Okay, and I will see you once I've done mine. Okay, so continue, and we'll be back soon. Okay, here I have finished the length, how much I need for my top, and this is where I end with the slip stitch. So now first let us weave in the end. Let me show you the end, how to weave in. So this is how you decide how long you want. Once you have, you just slip stitch. Okay, now we are going to go down from this middle, double crochet to the bottom here. Okay, then come out from here, and then at the bottom we are going to weave in our tail. This. Just 3-4 times to secure it, and then you're just going to snip the yarn. Okay, and that's done. So we have finished the length. Now let's go do the sleeves. Okay, so grab any side of your sleeve. Okay, so this is the sleeve. So I'm going to go open it like this. We are staying on the right side. Okay, so here, so this is how it looks. Okay, so these are the two side ones where we attach, and we put one shell in the middle. Okay, so I'm going to grab my yarn, make a slip knot. Okay, now these 3 spaces are there. Now you can go any one space from here. Okay, I'm just grabbing this space here. Attach your yarn over there. Okay, slip through, and you're going to chain 3, 2, 3. So this chain 3 is the first double crochet. Then we'll put 2 more in the same space. So we have our first granny shell here. Okay, now what we are going to do, chain 1. Now this is the next space here, so you're just going to put a granny shell in the next space. Then here it is normal granny shell stitch, so we put the same chain 1 and granny shell. Okay, so just do 3 double crochet, chain 1, 3 double crochet in each and every space available. Okay, and go all the way around until in this also you'll same way put here, and you'll put your last shell stitch over here in this space. We use this space, so we are going to use this one also. Okay, so you put your last shell in this space here, and meet me back here. Okay, and then we'll start the next part. Okay, here I reached the end. So before slip stitching, make sure you put the chain 1 and then slip stitch in the 3rd chain. Okay, of this chain 3. So on in the 3rd chain, you're just going to slip stitch here, just like this. Okay, there you go. Then slip stitch 3 more times. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so now we have finished this one round. Okay, so now I'm going to put one more round. I'm going to put 2 more rounds, so total 3 rounds for me for the sleeve. That's enough. Okay, so now you're going to start with chain 3, 2 double crochet, so that makes the first shell, chain 1, shell in the next, and just work around. Okay, till now. Here I'm going to do a little different, so you're going to stop 2 spaces before. Okay, you're going to finish this last shell over here, and then meet me back here, and I will show you what different we are going to do in this two spaces. Okay, so work your way till the space here. Okay, leave two spaces before you finish this round. Okay, and I'll be here and we'll do it together. Okay, so here I have finished, so I have two spaces left. So this is the last one I did, so I'm not going to chain one before going for this one. Okay, I'm just going to go directly and put 3 double crochet in that. Okay, then going to the next one without chain one. Okay, in between just 3 double crochet. So we are just not putting the chain one spaces, and at last also you're not going to chain one before you slip stitch. Just go and slip stitch to join. Okay, now slip stitch 3 times to go to the space here and to start the new round. Now this which we did, not keeping the chain one space, is for the shaping of the sleeves. Now for the next round also I'm going to do the same. So I said I'm going to put 3 rounds, so 2 rounds are done. For the third round also I'm going to stop before the 2 spaces, and from the third space I'm going to start without having chain one space in middle. Okay, so I'm going to finish this round and I'll meet you back here for the next step. So here I finished my sleeve. I slip stitch in the chain 3 and the next double crochet, chain 1, and just snip the yarn, and that's all for me. And now let's weave in all the ends. I'm going to go from here. Now after this, just go and make the next sleeve just like this, weave in the ends, and I have one more end over here to weave in. That is the neck part. We are not going to do anything for the neck is already done. If you want, you can just go ahead and put few single crochet rounds if you feel it's necessary. Otherwise it's perfect for me. Okay, I don't need anything else for the neck. Done. So I finished weaving in all the ends, and these are my 2 sleeves. Okay, so both the same one, and this is the neck. Here is the neck. So what do you have to say for this pineapple meets the granny top? And it's beautiful and it's nice airy for summer. Okay, So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you enjoyed making this beautiful summer top, and I hope you had fun with me. I hope you had fun doing this as much as I did. So hope to see you in our next video with something new and something fun. So till then, take care and bye bye.